Hello and welcome to another edition of Building Tech Sales Academy in Public, Home Office Edition. My name is Jamil Raymond. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here as always. Folks, as you can tell by the new background, very happy to say that we have found a new home, and over the last week we've been moving in and settling in. Hence why the background here is a little bit sparse. It's been a pretty hectic 5 days for myself in particular, moving the family out of our temporary accommodation, a lot of moving, a lot of building of furniture, a lot of organizing, right? Just building, a new home, starting from close to scratch. A lot of our big furniture and appliances we did not keep. Most of it was aged and stuff. So yeah, it's been a pretty hectic 5 days of lifting, all the tough stuff. Everyone's moved. All the intricacies, have you sorted this out, all the little things you're missing. It's been a ride. It's been an absolute ride. But very glad to be in a new place. From the family's perspective, it's good to be out of that transitory period in that temporary accommodation and just really be in our own space and create our own space and really start to heal. And, you need your own space. Everyone needs their own space. So just having that now and starting to build that from the ground up. It's very early days as I'm filming this now, literally. It was our second full night probably yesterday was technically our first full night because we're completely out of the temporary accommodation. So yeah, it's just a great new start. It's a great new place to be in, and really excited for what we do next. On a lighter note, I'll tell you a little funny story. So I had to buy a whole new bed set from nothing because I'd gotten rid of all my furniture. This is the third time I've had to move in the last 4 months, which has been brutal, right? From moving out of Thailand, moving the stuff out of my parents' home, and then moving it again. Crazy stuff. So I had nothing. My 2 suitcases, that's it. And so I'm buying a bed frame. I've just got a king single mattress for now. And I'm buying this bed frame, and I'm like, an ad comes up, and it's a cardboard-based bed frame. And it's quite cheap, very affordable, very strong and durable. And I'm like, all right, I'll get this. It's $180 for a bed frame. And I'm like, okay, it's environmental. It is just temporary. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. We have to be a little bit smart with money. So I'm like, sure, let me get that. And then through the sales process, I get upsold. Hey, do you want to buy a bed head as well for $130? And I'm like, sure, let me get that. Yeah, it feels weird to not have a bed head. So I get it, and then as I'm building it, I just realized, did I just spend $300 on cardboard? And I'm like, I understand that I'm trying to be ecological and I'm trying to be, conscious about what I'm buying, and it's a nice little, just a nice little difference, something different. But realistically, for $300, I could have gotten an IKEA bed frame made out of wood, and it looks like it's made out of cardboard. Like it's literally just, the bed head is just a bunch of black cardboard boxes. The bed frame is just like this waffle outlay of the bed frame. And look, don't get me wrong, the bed frame is strong. You can't tell it's strong, it's durable, but I'm just like, $300 on cardboard? Like, I don't think the gimmick is really worth it. I probably should have just got something made out of wood, which is just, more cardboard realistically. But on the community front this week, 7 new members, which is fantastic. And then got some really cool news. I had a guy reach out who told me that they had gotten a job because of the 30, 60, 90 template that I had put out, one of the free lessons that I'd put out recently. And that's fucking amazing, folks. That's what we do this for. This is what the Academy is for, to help people develop their careers, give them the tools to succeed, right? So getting that little notification over the last week while I've just been toiling away building stuff is, again, just little signs in the universe that we're going in the right direction, right? We're creating the impact that this business is about. We're helping people, we're lifting each other up. So really happy about that. Going to catch up with that bloke a little bit later this week just to say hi and have a personal chat. But the little wins, baby. You got to celebrate the little wins in all of this. So yeah, tough week overall for myself and just holistically, but all worth it, right? This is all work that's leading to great outcomes. Very excited. The family's moving forward. The business is moving forward. And this week, the focus for me is launching the Account Executives Toolkit, which I've been delaying a little bit, but that'll be the theme of today's episode. And yeah, that's where we're at for now. And in the next segment, I'm going to take you through an introduction to the Account Executives Toolkit, the hows and the whys, and the story behind the Account Executives Toolkit, because it is really important that you guys understand that, because that's the reason why I built this business in the first place. It is the first concept of what I have for the for Tech Sales Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce to you the Account Executives Toolkit. And in this video, I'm going to take you through exactly why this is everything you need to succeed as a technology sales AE, the hows and the whys of why I've built this just for you. Let's check it out. So, first, you need to understand where I've come from. When I first started my tech sales journey almost 10 years ago, I had no previous experience in tech at all. When I moved to B2B, I had no formal background in IT, no qualifications, still don't, had no B2B experience that was actually usable, and no formal training in technology sales whatsoever, especially when I was at Telstra Enterprise. I was sitting in a support role for 18 months trying to learn the ropes, but it had no classes, no onboarding, no nothing. I had to figure it all out myself, rather. Through the last 6-7 years of iterating and optimizing my process so I could stop struggling in my role, I've found myself to create a great process that has gotten me to the top 1% at 2 different vendors. I was Cisco's #1 mid-market AE worldwide, and now I coach and mentor technology sales for people because I understand the huge gap in the market for quality tech sales education, and people want an experience. They want to hear and feel from someone that have done the role, because there is no real institutions or formal education for what we do in technology sales. So being an AE is the toughest job in tech sales, okay? Everything you see there, it's an absolute clusterfuck of different systems and processes, and it barely has anything to do with the technology itself. It's more about dealing with customers, having good business acumen, understanding the internal systems and processes to get stuff done, and then a little bit of technology strategy and solutioning built in there. But every technology seller I know goes through a what the fuck is going on moment where they are completely overwhelmed by their role and have just broken down or just felt like they don't belong in this role because it's so difficult. And I have been through this with anxiety, overwhelm, all of that, and have built and structured and created a process to help me stop drowning in my own job as an AE. These are some of the challenges that I'm solving for with the Account Executives Toolkit, right? Taking challenges from my own experience as a non-technical seller with barely any relevant experience in the role and solving for these problems, like learning how to sell tech without a technical background, learning how to manage customers without any experience in account management or relationship development, trying to manage all the internal systems and processes and being the dumping ground of admin in an organization with no support because nobody wants to touch the shitty internal processes. And as you would know, the training and the onboarding for this role sucks. It's irrelevant, it's boring, it's fluffy, it doesn't talk to you about the intricacies and the realities of what it means to sell technology in today's society. So I've talked about this before, but we are heading towards convergence. We are heading towards singularity. And that means in the world of tech sales, there's 2 types of people in tech sales, the tech people and the people. To be that successful, lucrative unicorn in the middle, the tech people need to become more personable, and the people need to become a little bit more technical to be that highly lucrative unicorn in the middle. But all of the skills that you see on the right-hand side, none of that is taught in a tech business of any sort. They expect you to have those skills and resources without any forethought about how you got them. Realistically, soft skills, personal skills, the people side of technology is the future of technology sales. Why? Because technical skills are decreasing in value as AI takes over and the technology increasingly takes care of itself. And as you progress in your career as a technology seller, you'll be dealing with people with high value problems that need to be solved. And those problems are pretty similar, right? And the people that you deal with and the problems that you are engaging with are pretty much at the same level, but just scaled up, all went from SMB to mid-market to commercial to enterprise to whatever. So by following this process, this is a scalable process that you can take at every stage of your career. The customers just get bigger, slower, and more bureaucratic, okay? So the challenge that we've got now is that all of these skills that we mentioned before
are broad, but they are not in one place. You have to go on Udemy or YouTube and try and figure out what you need to be great as the people side of technology. But that gap, that massive gap for the people side of tech is what I'm trying to solve for at Tech Sales Academy, using my learned experience and experience from other greats in technology to put together a body of work that helps support the people side of technology, because that is the value in the future of technology sales. Okay? A little bit about me: 2x top 1% seller, 2x top 1% account executive. A range of recognitions there you can see by some big vendors. A little bit more about me: 10 years in the game, never missed quota, 152% average attainment, 25 top sales awards. You can see that there. I have a pretty good idea of what I'm talking about. Okay? I've sold every technology under the sun, and that's what I put through with this account executives toolkit. All the architectures you see there, all the vendors that you see as well, sold $1 million plus of as well. Okay, so it's not about the technology, it's about how you use it to solve customers' problems. As I've evolved through my career, I've made this transition from tech seller to tech sales coach. This is what I'm passionate about. This is my side business, this is my hustle, this is my mission: to teach technology sales right, to pass on what I wish I was taught when I first started my technology sales career onto the next generation, so you can thrive in your career as well. So what is in this AE toolkit? It is everything you need to succeed as a tech sales AE, okay? It is my documented top 1% of 2 different vendors, sales process, documented step by step, templates, tools, everything you need, as well as a community and personalized support from me if you need anything in the Tech Sales Academy community. So let's have a look at the product itself now. So this is the course inside the community. Sorry, it's bloody hot in here. And these are the video lessons, right? 27 lessons, will grow in the future. And I cover it, it's a documented process, right? End-to-end process. So talking about the mindset and the principles to great technology selling, setting up your planning systems, which is very important, how to build structure into your people, your pipeline, and your process systems so you're efficient at your job. Covering every element of a full sales process, from prospecting your customers, how to generate leads, how you should manage your first meeting. Because as an account executive, your first meeting isn't necessarily, about creating opportunities, but understanding the relationship that the customer has with your organization and trying to develop it from there. I've also got how I do my pre-sales qualification, some qualifying scorecards to make sure that you are chasing opportunities and you have the relevant data to make sure you are closing and developing the right opportunities to increase your close rate from the industry standard of 33%, hence the 3-to-1 pipeline to the target ratio, all the way up to 70 to 80% close rate, which is where the elite sellers sit, okay? It's got systems and processes all the way down to exactly what you should be doing every single day to make sure that you are hitting target, right? What sort of tasks you focus on, when you should be time blocking to maximize your productivity. And I've also got some additional modules coming in soon, such as the pitch deck masterclass. So making sure that you've got a nice legible pitch deck so you can sell this to customers, because realistically, most of tech sales is just talking to slides to customers and making sure that they agree with the solution. And then there's also some basics around account management standards, just little things I've picked up along the way that I think are going to be useful to make you a trusted technology advisor. I've also got another lesson coming soon based on my experience of cleaning up, accounts and transforming upset customers from pissed off ones all the way up to, trusted technology partnerships. Done it numerous times. There'll be a case study and a process built into that as well. So those are the lessons. And then on top of that, there is something that I call the AE Toolkit Personal CRM. And that is a collection of templates, tools, and processes that I literally use every single day. And the reason why I have all these tools in my own personal CRM is because very often you are dealing with a lot of disconnected systems in your business, especially if you've got Salesforce. Salesforce sucks, right? I say it right here. Salesforce sucks, okay? It's a bunch of disconnected systems with data that is not relevant for you to focus on what's important, which is revenue generating actions to close deals. So these tools and templates tell you at a glance, what are your customers? Are they happy? What could you sell them, okay? This is how you manage your pipeline instead of seeing all of the mess that comes with a CRM or Salesforce with all those ridiculous leads and opportunities that have just been left there. This focuses you on what you need to do. All of your essential customer information at a glance. So understanding who they are, who the financial and technical stakeholders are, what's the relevant environmental information you need to understand about the organization, and a couple of other things such as understanding your unique value proposition, what makes you valuable in market to keep your customers' attention, and servicing and issue registers. This is where the money is made. This is how you develop relationships, by servicing your customers and solving their problems. That's how you add value as a non-technical person in tech sales, okay? On top of that, you've also got the AE Toolkit Operation Manual. This is a written version of the course. So if you don't want to watch videos all the time, I've just put a written version of it all so you can skim through it. There's a few exercises that you do as well. And that's all wrapped up in the account executive's knowledge base. And what this is just a collection of tools and systems that I have accumulated over time, just a bunch of value adds, right? Something simple to help you in your journey in tech sales, wherever you end up. So that's the entire toolkit there. Right? Everything I teach you is proven in the field, proven virtually. Open source, no gatekeep, no bullshit. I'm trying to give you my 10,000 hours of learned experience, my 10 years of experience in very successful technology sales in just a 2-hour course, okay? Giving you everything, no gatekeep, no bullshit, because that's what we want, right? We want the truth, nothing but the truth, and that's what you're gonna get. So the benefits of this are huge, right? You are getting to learn how to sell tech as a non-technical salesperson, which is a lot of us in the account management space, in the as account managers, account executives. I'm giving you my 10,000 hours in just 2 hours worth of content, and you get the confidence that you are following in the footsteps of someone that has done your job well, okay? And of course, we are here to make money. So making sure that you are efficient in your role, thicken up that pipeline, smashing quota, big commission checks, huge ROI on this, okay? So what I'm also doing is I'm providing an incentive since I am between jobs at the moment. I've got a few extra hours spare. So anyone that purchases the AE Toolkit before October 29th, as long as you're part of the community, I will throw in a 1-hour personalized coaching session and action plan with myself. So what we'll do is we'll sit down together, usually through Zoom, virtually. We'll go through your current state. I'll send you a few questions to get an understanding of where you're at, understand your challenges, opportunities, and skills. Then we'll have a little coaching session. We'll talk about what systems and processes you need to implement into the business, and I'll give you a high-level understanding of how I would run your portfolio and your deals. We'll document this, we'll record this on Zoom. I'll give you a Google Doc with an action plan. You keep that, and then because you're part of the community, if you got any questions, you just follow up with me, ask me questions during the Q&A session, or just send me a DM, right? I'm here to help you succeed in your role as an AE. So this is the deal, right? You're getting the Account Executives Toolkit, all of my lessons, templates, and guidance, 10 years of proven experience for just 2 hours of content, that one-on-one coaching and AE action plan, and I'm so confident that this will give you results that I'm giving you a 365-day money-back guarantee. If you don't like this for any reason, you can get your money back. I'm going to ask you a few questions about it because I built this literally for you, but a year to use this all risk-free if you don't like it. All of this for just $249 USD. Insane fucking value, okay? Huge value because I want to make sure that this is, huge ROI for you guys, right? I'm trying to create impact here. And do not forget that this is also a tax deduction if you're already employed under professional self-development, okay? So if you're happy with this, if you're fucking loving it, you want to get in there, buy it now. Buy it right now. Join the free Tech Sales Academy community. I'll put a link in the descriptions somewhere. Go into the classroom tab. You'll see it there. You'll see it like this. Unlock for $249, credit card details, instant access. Okay, so anyone that buys this before October 29th, I'll know. I'll send an intro message. We'll tee up the time to have the coaching session, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so if you love what I'm doing here, go check that out. That's the episode of Building Tech Sales Academy in Public for this week, and I'll see you next week. Ciao for now.